Hey everybody, amprepairguy.com, 203-892-4119. So some people just zip on through the videos and they don't hear me, or they watch them with the volume down and they don't hear me saying my phone number, and people have asked what my phone number is. So I'm going to start putting the phone number in the videos again. I used to have it in the background on a piece of paper at my other place. I'm going to see if I can insert it into the video also. Background, but so I have another Al-811h Ameritron amp here. There's the other one that's completed, just need to ship it, and I have a 922 over there, just needed something simple done to it, so I didn't bother making a video on that. Very busy here. Those couple of things did not show up yesterday. USPS says they'll be here today according to the tracking info, so we'll see about that. Might work on that tomorrow if I have some time. It's nice out here, so maybe at nighttime when it's dark out. So this thing needs a lot of work done to it. So one of the anode straps broke off. They weren't taped up well enough, and I don't even know where I put it. It's around there somewhere. But so strap broke off up here, so I'll have to take the parasitic board assembly out, and I will redo all 4 of them. Here it is, right here. It's early here, really early. So one of the grid loading resistors falling apart. So a customer bought a new set of Pentalab tubes. He said he can only get 300 watts out. So I'll say it again. If you have a problem with an amp, let's say you damage it, don't just go and buy a new set of tubes and plug them in. It's never a good idea. You can end up damaging the new tubes. So he bought a new set of Pentalab tubes. He plugged them in, only saw 300 watts out. Luckily he stopped. He had an open grid, so he stopped. I checked, we sent it in. I checked them on my TV7 tube tester. They appear to be okay. So I'm going to go ahead and do everything that needs to be done. I'm going to pull this assembly out. I'll ground the grids right to the metal. He said Ameritron fixed this at one point. I'm thinking they probably changed the relay. This cap is not original right here. So usually if you have a tube flash from the anode all the way to the film, it ends up blowing the cap up over here and it takes out the relay. So I'm guessing that's what happened. That's why I had the gas discharge tubes, and they were not added. It has the metal oxide varistors. They probably changed those. So I'll pull those out, put the gas discharge tubes below the sockets, ground the grids the right way. Needs new SO239s. The one on the output has grip, but the one on the input just slips right in and out. So there's like no grip. So I'll swap both those out. Had a little bit of carbon between one of the plates. The edges look okay. The air variable capacitor on the plate side, but looks like it may have arced at one point. I'll clean that out. Needs a bias modification. Touch up on solder joints, tighten hardware, and do everything else I normally do. Clean the rotary switches with deoxit gold. So this one was made in I believe 2011. So, or it could be 2005. I think it's 2005. Sometimes they go one way or the other. Okay, so I'm going to get to work, and I will see you guys soon. I'm going to go grab one more cup of coffee to get my brain to fire on all of its cylinders. I'm on like about 6 cylinders right now out of 8. So, see you guys soon. Stay tuned. The socket assembly out. I had a bunch of broken clips that go around the clips on each connection for the tube sockets. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4 that were broken. I don't know what the customer did. I've never seen broken clips like this, so I'm gonna bend them back and see if I can salvage them. If not, if I can't get them perfect, then I'll have to swap each socket out. I have replacements, but if I can't get them perfect, I'll have to swap them out, and unfortunately the price will have to go up. I try to do my best. I'm going above and beyond here and not charging for this, but the tubes go in one way. 2 large pins go in the 2 larger holes, 2 smaller pins go in the 2 smaller holes, and you always want to go straight down. You don't want to rock it back and forth. So I don't know what one of the 2 was done to cause this damage, but just keep that in mind. Straight down, carefully, gently wiggle it as you pull up from the brown base, from the base of the tube right here. Make sure that the larger pins are going in the larger holes and the smaller pins are going in the smaller holes. So I'm going to have to take the clips off some other sockets, some new sockets I have here. So I'll be back. See you guys soon. Ended up replacing all 4 sockets. 2 were really bad, as you saw. The other 2 were questionable. I didn't want to take a chance. I had 4 sockets, new sockets that were donated by customers in the past. 2 have different colored brass rivets than the other, but they were all used by Ameritron over the years. So they are all set. Grounded the grids, added gas discharge tubes. Since I already had the parts, I'm going to hook the customer up. He's an older guy, and this thing already needs a lot of work. So I'm going to get back to work, and I will see you guys soon. Stay tuned. I'm back with the Ameritron Al-811h. I'll go over everything I did. Got a brand new set of Pentalab tubes. Awesome company, awesome product, awesome customer service. Only way I'll work on an amp that requires 811s is if the customer is willing to upgrade to 572s. The 811s just have too many problems, the Chinese ones, so when they fail they end up usually having a catastrophic failure, which can create all sorts of damage. They're just really fragile. I just don't get involved with them. So 572s plug right in, and way better too. So I'll go over everything I did. Change the straps for the parasitic board assembly. Did the bias modification, change the SO239 connectors, the one for the input and the output. Clean the input and output rotary switches with the Oxide Gold. Took the whole tube assembly out, changed all 4 sockets, added the gas discharge tubes. Grounded the grids right to the metal. Cleaned the plate that had the carbon on it for the plate 2 and air variable capacitor. Touched up on a bunch of solder joints. Tightened up a bunch of hardware. And tested it on all bands. So this thing is all set. Zip tied the wire for the bias mod. I always use Teflon wire. I have lots and lots of it. So she's good to go. Here's my phone number and my website. If you need an amplifier repaired, feel free to give me a call. Still waiting on the mica caps for the 30L1. I have another 922 on the way and a couple other amps on the way that'll be here early next week. Just lots and lots of stuff. Keep them coming. So thanks for watching. Have a great day, and I will see you guys on Monday. 73.